Are you looking for that perfect gift for the runner in your life? Don't worry, I've got you covered.
Come on in, come on up, come on over for the merriest time of year.
Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Emily and I have run 12 marathons and I make running content on this channel. I'm going to show you a few of my favorite running items that I have asked for over the years for Christmas and did not regret that I got. So let's get into it. First on my list, and probably one of the more expensive items on my list, is running shoes. Running shoes would probably be the number one thing that I would ask for. I actually have asked for running shoes for this year, and what I do is I go to the Brooks website because that's what I wear. I wear Brooks Ghosts. I also wear Sauconys and New Balances, but these are the ones that I have right now, and these are gonna be my Disney Marathon shoes. Are they cute? I love them. Anyway, so I've asked for running shoes. I go to the Brooks website, I take a screenshot of the exact shoe that I want, and I sent it over to my family in my Christmas list. So number one, shoes. The second thing that I have asked for and that I would recommend that you ask for is some sort of running hydration. Once you get into those longer miles, you're gonna wanna carry more water with you. I recommend carrying water anything over an hour, especially if it's gonna be hot outside and there is no place to sort of stash your water. If you're doing a loop course of a couple of miles, stashing your water in your driveway or something would be a good option, but when you're gonna get out there and just run straight to and from your destination, I would recommend carrying water. One of my favorites that I actually just got is this Ultimate Direction water bottle belt. Has a nice big pocket here for a phone or goo and gel or your keys. It's got a little key clip that you can clip your keys in, so if you are coming in and getting in and out of this while you're running, you won't lose those. And it's also got a little Velcro pocket, so it's got two big pockets, but the Velcro pocket probably isn't as secure, so I wouldn't put my phone or my keys or anything like that in there. The other hydration product I would recommend is some sort of a running vest or backpack. This is a running vest. It is the Nathan Vapor How 12 liter. It fits a large hydration bladder into the back pocket. It's got another back pocket so you can store just multiple things, whatever you want in there. I sometimes put like toilet paper if I'm gonna be running a race, or I will put extra gel, or I will shove my long sleeve shirt when I layer up and I get too warm, I'll shove that in there and it'll hold it. There's also two spots right here in the front that you can put your water bottles, and if you have a water bottle with a straw, I usually use the flimsy hydration ones, but you can also put the straw here so it kind of keeps it out of your way, or if you have your water bladder in there with the straw, you can tuck your straw kind of right in there. Also, it has two other pockets right here on the front that you can put goos and gels and whatnot into. The third thing that I'm gonna recommend is the Nox Gear Tracer. I think this is the Tracer 3, and I think they are up to the Tracer 4, don't quote me on that, but they make lighted running vests, and as you can see, it lights up, and there are solid colors, and there's also a multicolor option that sort of blinks and makes you a little bit more visible if that is your thing, if you want to look like you're going to the disco. It's really good for running and walking the dog and basically literally anything that you would do outside after dark just to keep yourself safe, especially if you are near a busy road. And what it does is it just sort of goes around you like this with that part on the back, and then you clip it in the front and it stays like that, and it's pretty comfortable when you run. There are little knobs here that make it adjustable, so you can adjust the glowing strings for however loose or tight that you want them. So this is a really good option if you are looking for something to light it up. It's also good for Christmas runs, and if you go if you run a nighttime race like the Rock and Roll Vegas or something like that, this would be really fun too. Number 4 is gonna be socks. Socks are really, I need to turn this off. Number 4 on my list is socks. There are many different kinds of running socks and they can get kind of expensive, but it's kind of important to have a good pair of running socks to prevent blisters or hot spots or anything like that. So what I would recommend is going to a running store or online and looking up running specific socks. Some of the major brands are Swiftwick, Belega, Features. There's also compression socks that are made by Pro Compression or CEP. Those are the major brands. You can find running socks that are not major brands that will work, but I tend to stick to those major brands just because that's what they sell at the running store near me. Next up, coming in at number 5 on my list, is going to be a percussion massager. This one is the Bob and Brad brand. If you do not know them, they are the most famous physical therapists on the internet, according to them on YouTube. They have a really good, a really compact percussion massager. As you can see here, it has a bunch of different attachments and it comes in this nifty little carrying case. This will be and is what I use when I travel to my races. I brought this with me to Berlin. I brought it with me to New York. Derek brought it with him when he went to Javelina. And it's just really convenient to have this. It plugs in with a USB cable so you can plug it in anywhere and it keeps it charged for a really long time. We do have a bigger one for around the house, but this is the travel version and this is the one that I would recommend that you buy for anybody that you know or yourself if you travel or they travel to races, because it is very convenient and you can just slip it into your bag and it doesn't take up a lot of space. Number 6 on the list would be a foam roller. You can get these at, this one's a Gold's Gym brand. This is actually Derek's. Mine is probably in our workout shed, I hope. I don't know where it is right now, but this is Derek's Gold's Gym brand. You can get different kinds of foam rollers. I've seen them at places like TJ Maxx or Sierra, or you can get them on Amazon. So I would go with whatever is cheaper and whatever you find that you like. There are a bunch of different kinds. I like the smoother ones. I don't like the ones with the little nubs because they hurt too much. But you can buy ones with little nubs at like Target. You can also buy ones like this at Target too. So there are lots of different options for these and just whatever you prefer. There are also, I think it's Theragun that makes the massaging ones, and I bought one of those for Derek last year. I don't particularly like it very much, but he loves it. So he'll use the massaging Theragun foam roller also when he is in the thick of his ultramarathon training. Number 7 of my list, and this could be actually also a good idea for a stocking stuffer, are sunglasses. The brand of sunglasses that I prefer, just because they are cheap and there are so many different fun colors, is Gooder right here. As you can see, they come in this cute little box and you just flip it open and your glasses are right here. It also comes with a little card on how to care for your Gooder. And I like to keep some of the boxes. I don't keep all of them, but I like to keep some of them because when I travel, I'll slip my Gooders into their carrying case and then I will slip them in the box and then they don't get lost or scratched. Come in these cute little bags that actually also double as glasses cleaner. And as you can see, they are polarized, they are fun, and they all have crazy names on them. This one is Javelina. This one is Javelina High Class, and it's spelled with, the high is spelled with a J because Javelina is spelled with a J. But there are other ones, like my favorite ones are Miss My Earth, Miss My Wine, and they are Merlot color. And they just have a bunch of different ones. The Sparkle Squad that I am a member of, they have a custom Gooder. Honey Stinger made a special edition one for their Hive. I also have Berlin ones. I have New York ones. So they are really fun and a good buy if you are looking for some cheap, reliable, no bounce sunglasses. Because my eye has been kind of irritated, I've been wearing my glasses a lot recently and I really miss my Gooders because my Gooders do not bounce when I'm running. When I'm running in these glasses, I kind of have to keep adjusting them. And if you see in this video, I probably have adjusted them like 7 or 8 times. So Gooders are an amazing sunglass if you are looking for sunglasses to run in. Number 7 on my list is a good idea for a stocking stuffer, or if you have a Secret Santa party with your running friends or a white elephant with some running friends, this would be a really good idea for that. It is a running journal. And basically, I mean, I'm old school, so I like to write things down so I remember them. And this is really good. It actually is made by Gone for a Run, and I think I got this one on Amazon. So you look at it, it's got like a place for your run, and then it'll say like the date and the weather, what route you used, the distance you went, how long it took you, what your pace was, how many calories you burned, what shoes. So, for example, one of my entries was the weather was 70 degrees, it was 7 a.m. I ran my local trail. I went for 6 miles. The type of run was a long, slow distance run. My pace was blank because I don't like to share my pace on the internet because I know that there are fast fools out there who will shame, but I am a back of the pack runner, so I am kind of slow. This other one, it says it was hot and humid, heat advisory, and I couldn't breathe. So I like to put stuff like that so I know why I either ran faster or slower. So next up on my list is a running watch. This is my watch right here. It is the Garmin Fenix 6. I know it's a little bit old, but I have asked for a Fenix 7 for Christmas. This was actually a Christmas gift from Derek a few years ago. I think it was 2020 when everything was kind of shut down and I wanted to know a little bit more data. But this is great because it's got different activities. It's got running, cycling, swimming, treadmill, walking, hiking, yoga, skiing, golf. It's got everything on here. So it is a good watch. It also tells me a training status, how long I need to recover. It will give me a status of my run about a half mile in. It'll say I'm at baseline, or if I'm +4, -4. I have no idea what any of that means, but I figure the closer to 0 on an easy run, the better. Sam, if you're watching, comment below. Running watch is really good, especially if you have a new runner who is training for a distance race. So I would say that I moved into the Garmin ecosystem probably once I started doing like over 10Ks. So running watch, I recommend Garmin. Derek has a Polar, which will tell him when he should, it learns kind of like how many calories he's burning and when he should eat and how much he should eat. So that has really worked for him with having tummy issues. Sometimes he will forget to eat sometimes, and that has been really good to sort of tell him that it is time to eat. Next up, as number 10 on my list, which will also make a good stocking stuffer, is running gloves. So these are running gloves from Ocel. They have the pads on the fingers so that you can use your device, your touchscreen devices. And also the best part about them is they have a hole in them for your watch, but it just sort of sticks out, and then they have more glove underneath it, because there have been so many times where I've had my gloves on and I've had to like sort of pull down my jacket and pull up my gloves, so like this part of my skin is exposed and it's really cold. So with this, it still fits under your jacket, exposes your watch, but keeps you warm. So these are amazing gloves. These are an amazing find. Shout out to my friend Jen, who found them on the Ocel website while they were having a 40% off sale, because these are amazing and they are like $25 gloves normally. So they are on the pricier side, but they are definitely worth it. Number 11 on my list, I don't actually have one right now, which I wish that I did. So if somebody wants to send me one, let me know. Massage gift cards. Massage gift cards are great for people who are training for their first or 100th distance event, half marathon, marathon, or longer. Massage helps promote blood flow and can help with sore and tired muscles, and I feel like it has been actually a really big help in my running journey to help keep me loose and not injured. So I would recommend massage gift cards for any runner on your list, or if you are watching this for ideas of what you want to ask for some massage gift cards. Next up on my list at number 12 are running headphones. There are tons of different brands. It used to be that Aftershocks was the only ones that really had the market on these, but now you can get different kinds of running headphones. You can look on Amazon and get them a little bit cheaper. I will say that the cheaper that you go with these, the least amount of time that they are going to last. $25 headphones, you're gonna get $25 headphone quality. If you go with the $150 aftershocks, you're gonna get better quality. So that's just my disclaimer. I actually have asked for aftershocks because mine broke this year. I had them for like 3 years or something like that. So they didn't just break after a day or a year or whatever. They did last me for 3 years, but like anything, they do end up breaking. So the ones that I got these on Amazon, and they're just, I forget what brand they are. If I can find it, I will link it down below, but these are the ones that I have right now. They're very simple. They've got a power button, and they've got a power button, and then they've got a button that does like everything else. So if I want to switch the volume, I haven't figured it out yet. I have to go on my phone and adjust the volume. Also, right before I ran New York, for some reason, these decided that they were going to change from being in English to being in Chinese. So I had absolutely no idea what they were telling me while I was getting them set up. Thankfully, they're so simple that like I already knew how to work them, but they did switch themselves to Chinese. So be forewarned about that one. It was a little bit weird, but I figured out how to turn them back. So we're all good now. But that was kind of a funny thing that in New York, I was, listening to my headphones give me instructions in Chinese, and I had no idea what they were saying. So just next up on my list, if you have a newer runner who is just getting into it, or somebody who practices the Galloway run, walk, run method like I do, I would recommend that you get them a Gymboss Timer. Now, Gymboss has either battery powered one, which this one is, or they also have a rechargeable one, which I have somewhere. I have no idea where it went, but I do have one of those. I have a couple of these actually because I have them kind of spread out all over the house. There's one in our workout shed, there's one in my car, there's one in Derek's car, and then I've got the one that I use mainly. This is the good one. Next up on my list, and another good stocking stuffer, is Squirrel Nut Butter. This is good to help prevent chafing, and it also helps when you have chafed. I sometimes get a little bit of chafe underneath my bra strap, and I put this on before when I remember, and I will put this on after. So after I take a shower and get cleaned up, I will go ahead and put some of this on, and within a day it helps it to feel better. It's all natural ingredients, so it doesn't have any of the weird chemicals that some of the other ones do, and it's not as nasty and greasy as like Vaseline, for example. So I recommend Squirrel Nut Butter. It also smells really good, so that is a plus too. You don't have that chemically Vaseline-y gross smell. So Squirrel Nut Butter is a definite on my list. Last but not least, and this isn't really a full list, you can buy, there's so much more running gear that you can buy for people, and I might make another running gear video eventually, maybe next year if I do Vlogmas again, but this was the last thing that I could think about when I was preparing this video, and that is the Nathan B. Heard Ripcord Siren Alarm. So basically it is a ripcord that will make a super, super loud noise if somebody is hurting you or attacking you, or you're being followed, or you, for whatever reason, just need to get the attention of somebody around you because you feel unsafe. With the recent attacks on female runners, and if by recent I mean female runners have been getting attacked forever, but with the recent attack on female runners and women not really feeling safe, I recommend if you have a female runner in your life, or you are a female runner, you either get this for them and put it in their stocking, or you ask for one of these in your stocking, because these are, or can be, I guess, a lifesaver. I do not run alone without this. I also do not run alone unless Derek is tracking me on my Garmin, but sometimes that honestly is not good enough because he is either at work or whatever, so I do carry one of these around just in case, so I can get the attention of other people who are around if something were to happen. So I know that this is not a topic that people really like to talk about, but it is reality, and this will help you or your runner feel safer. If you made it this far in the video, please comment down below what you would add to the list that I may have missed. And if you want to see more videos like this, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and ring that notification bell so you are notified as soon as I post on this channel. And until next time, guys, bye!